Okay, so we are going to be using Dirbuster now. Now we are going to let's go to our terminal. We open our terminal. We are going to load up Dirbuster. Now, Dirbuster is actually used to, like I said, for directory scanning. You can use it to like discover files, also directories at the same time. We already know what directories are, and I am sure we also know what files are. I need to explain that one. I'll make the screen bigger. Screen. So we have. So please give me 1 minute. The stuff is hanging. Please, not today. Don't do that thing today. So now, if you want to load up your Dirbuster, you can actually just press dir Dirbuster. You can see the moment you press enter, wow, it's actually meant to bring out another window. Now that window is related to your zap. You see how something should pop out now. Just like what we experienced yesterday, it's actually processing a whole lot of information. So that's why it took its time yesterday to bring out what we wanted to bring out. Yes, good. It has already brought it out. So this is actually the Dirbuster that will be used. This is Dirbuster that will be used for it. Now let's make it bigger so that everybody can see it. Good. Now what we have here, the first thing that we have here is target URL. Please, I know it's a bit squinty. I don't know if there's such a word. It's small. It's small. Just bear with me. I will explain what you can see on the screen. What you have here is target URL. Target URL. This is like a GUI helping you to simplify the whole process. So you just put the link here. You put the link here. You select what you want to use. Me, I'm going to use auto switch. Head and get. Number of threads. I'm using 10. Select scanning type. List based brute force. It already selected it for us. But then I'm not going to use, for my own, I'm not going to use GUI. I'll use command line. Then file with list, whatever. By the time you are done inputting all those things, you know what? You come to click on start. Start is going to start to use the distance. So let's just press rubbish. Let's just press rubbish. P colon boniface.com. What have I written? Colon / boniface.com. It's rubbish I'm writing, no, I'm not writing something important. So I'll just click on, it's asking me files with whatever, like the file I want to like use to brute force it, not necessarily brute force. You know what I mean now? I want to scan it, I want to scan for directories, I want to scan for files. So what am I going to, remember that place I told you before? So they're just going to go there. You can see, look, you can see, you go up. You see, this is not the place. You still go up again. Now, where do we go to? We go to USR. I'm just saying it for the sake of those that want to use GUI. Click on open. Then where is that thing again? We click on share. We click on open. After share, where do we have that stuff located? After share. Okay, we can go to Dirbuster now. Yes, Dirbuster now. So we come, yeah, where is Dirbuster? Dirbuster, since it's Dirbuster 2, where is it? After Dirbuster, we click on word lists. After word list, we click on directory list 2.3 medium.txt. If you want to use small, fine. But I'm just going to prefer to use medium.txt. So we click on this. Once we click on this, we click on select list. Once we click on select list, we can come here and click on what? Start. It's actually meant to start. Like I said, this is a rubbish distance. So I'm going to just close this one. Hopefully, it shouldn't do from here. Yeah, that started. Please, let's cancel this. That started. Let's cancel this. Because I used the rubbish. I don't know if there's something like boniface.com. So we can close this. Good. So the way that one was running on the GUI, it was actually running here on the what? On the CLI. Now, if you don't want to load that one, if you just want to input your distance straight up, you can input it straight up. Now, let's say we want to, let me clear it. Let me make it bigger. Good. Now, let's go straight. Dirbuster, state the URL -u. Now, what's that thing that we are testing? Please let me be very sure we can, because this is a very important aspect. Let me be very sure we can all see this. Good. Okay, please. Me, like I said, I don't want to use GU. I'm going to use like CLI. I'll just input the command straight and I'll press enter. It's actually meant to load up. Let me close some actions on my screen. Window. Okay. I'm coming. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's go back there. Let's input the command. Please, like in this cybersecurity, you don't cram anything. There's even nothing you have no usually break a carrier. You don't cram anything. Anything that's in your head, fine. Anything that you want, anything that is not in your head, you can always check the internet or check your Jota or check whatever it is for this thing. You always remember. Okay, now Dirbuster -u. Let's just check Dirbuster help. Let's check help. Now it's going to tell us how to use Dirbuster. Oops. Sorry. So let's mark Dirbuster in case we want to see how to use it. Wow, no manual entry for Dirbuster. All the best to them. Anyways, we are going to use it the way it's in our head. So Dirbuster. For the URL, use -u. You press the URL there. http://test php, right? Test php. Please, if there's a mistake, just tell me. .vonweb.com, right? We /. Then the word list that we want to use, use -l. Where is that list located? Remember I said, sorry. Let's go and split vertical terminally. Terminal vertical. So we come here, country. What am I doing? No, what have I done? No, it's not clear. Now it's clear like this, right? So where are we? You're already familiar with all this, so I'm not going to explain all these commands again. I just want to go and copy that stuff. So we are going to USR, right? We know that the thing is in what is in share, so we go to share. So we know that I'm clearing the screen so that we can all see it. So we know that it's in share, right? We're already in share, but we know that it's in Dirbuster, right? We go to Dirbuster. Wow, there's no such file like that. Let's check this thing again. After share, it should be Dirbuster, right? Okay, I think I used capital letter. Let's use small letter. CD Dirbuster. Okay, so we know that is in word list. So we go to word list. So we are looking for this one that is medium, right? Medium, right? Ah, shit, what am I doing? Okay, PWD. This is it, right? So we copy this, Ctrl C. You come and paste it here. Come and paste it here, right? Remember, we are not yet done. This is just the directory. This is not the word list itself. Where is the word list? See the word list that we are using. This one here, directory list 2.3 medium.txt. So we copy this one, so we come and include it here. If this whole process is too much for you, you can just use the GUI. Can you see? So I've actually written Dirbuster, the URL, the word list. Now, I think I can actually stop here if I want to stop here. Well then, let's include the extension. I want to include the extension. As the extension of stuff you can always get .txt. I also want it to, let me check .php. Also, let me check .html. So I think that should be okay. So now it's going to look through files having this extension .txt, .php, .html. It's going to look through everything. So I'm not leaving room for any mistake or whatever. So we press enter. It's going to start running automatically. So you should bring out another window now. Wow, invalid option. No voila. Just let me run my stuff. Because even if it does not, I'm sure it's still good. Even if I don't specify that the extension of it will still bring it. It will still help me to test. Is this thing running at all? It has not yet started running. Yeah, it wants to start now. It's actually meant to start automatically. Now, you remember in this place, it told us invalid option. But look at this one, file extension just told us only PHP. Yeah, no problem. If it's only PHP that you want, no problem. We can also add others. Say multiple extension can be added. If we just put comma, we add other ones, HTML, CSS, and whatever. So let's start the attack. I don't know why it has not started. It's meant to start. Start. It's starting now. Good. Now, while this one is here, wait, I don't want to make this one very big like this. See, it's already loading all these things. So, like, it's already testing for directories, testing for files, testing for directories, testing for files, testing. So, it's testing all these things one after the other. This is the percentage that is doing. You want to pause a particular one, you want to, whatever it is you want to do, it's fine. So, now, I'm sure if you understand your, let's make this one bigger. If you understand your code very well, if you understand your code very well, you discover that, see, he said directory found. Directory found. It gave you 200. Response code 200 indicates what? Success. CGI-bin indicates what? 403. 403 is not what? It's not success. Same with search.php. Now, while all these ones they are running, it's running in the background. Let's just quickly test for one of the distance. We already know that this one is there. This one. Where's that? Login.php, right? Where's that login.php? Login.php. You see? So even if we don't know, maybe we're just provided with the site, we already know that there is a directory such as login.php. Now there is a file. It's a file found slash login.php. Let's check for another file found slash search.php is a file. Let's quickly go to the website and see for one of all these things they have said. There's one that is always very, very interesting. I'm just waiting for you to bring it out. That's slash admin. If you can bring slash admin, then that's what we're going to check out. Slash admin. Can you see? Check this directory. See, directory found slash admin. So it's actually like a very important this thing. Now we're not going. Let's go and check this slash admin and see if it has anything interesting for us. Is a directory. Permit me. I would stop sharing this particular screen. Let's go and check slash admin. Okay. So, like I said, that login.php is actually one that is very, very important. Another one that is even very important is CVS directory. Like you can actually find sensitive files there. But then let's just start with this admin and see if we can get anything interesting from them. So we go here. I'm already helping you guys out in your stuff. So we have this is slash admin, right? Admin. Press enter. It should take us to the admin page. Have you seen? That's taking us to the admin page. Ordinarily, we might not know that something like this exists, right? So what's the impact? This guy is actually like high. So we can say the content of this admin directory they're actually visible and the files contain some sensitive information. Let's check what it has here. It has oops, it has downloaded something. So let's don't let us but let's bother. Let's see what's there. So let's open it. See, I'm not opening anything. Now, the most important thing is oh, I'll still open it. Stubborn me will open it. The most important thing is that you've tested that a sensitive directory is what is there. I'm currently reading through the wow. This is actually an important file. I think this is SQL database or SQL for this. Let me show you what I'm looking at on my screen. That's what I just downloaded now. I mean, from this, that's create.sql. So we share the screen so you can see. If you don't really understand SQL, it might not really make much sense to you. So the most important thing, or the let me use the word cocoa, the cocoa of the matter is that content of this admin they're actually visible, and it's not meant to be so. It can contain sensitive information about the organization. It's not actually meant to be so, right? You know the impact, right? What are the recommendations? You tell the organizations what to hide sensitive content from this web page. Also, they can implement access control whereby an ordinary user will not be able to check this admin file, right? Does that make any sense? I think it does. So let's go back to that page. Let's go back to our scanner and see if it has gotten another sweet thing that we can always use. Okay, sign up.php. This one is a normal thing. Comment.php. All these ones are normal thing. I'm looking for one that is like actually crazy. That I don't know why this is meant to be faster than this. Why is it taking time? I've given us a lot of expo insight that we need. Like I said, that login page, you don't need anyone to tell you that it's what is vulnerable to SQL. Like from the report we got from Zap, you already know the different places that you can do. Yeah. So we let's still wait for this one to give us. It's taking time. It's taking time. We may actually have to stop. We may actually have to stop this particular Dirbuster. At least you can see how it works. You can see how it functions, right? So for me now, I can actually recognize when I see an ordinary page, when I see something that is actually meant to be there, I can recognize it. When I see something that, this thing, what are you showing me? If I see something like that there, then I would have a problem. I would like suspect that, okay, let's check out this guy, let's exploit this guy and see what can be gotten from it. There's one I'm actually expecting it to bring out. It's not bringing it out. There's another obvious, while this one tests or while it's doing his test, there's another obvious vulnerability that we can still spot. Let's go back to the web page. Let's go back to the page. Test PHP. Go to the login page. Now, what can we notice? It say sign up disabled. Please use the username test and the password test. It's also like a vulnerability. Yes. And what's that vulnerability? Sensitive information disclosure. It already exposed very sensitive things. Ordinarily, if a website say Access Bank should have like their web page and they have, although they can't do something like this, but let's just assume they have something like this. What's that telling you? You don't display something as sensitive as this. Another one that you can see say is what weak, um, weak, weak. What's the word for it? When your password system is not strong, I've forgotten the exact word that you use for that kind of vulnerability. But then imagine the password is just TEST. It's permitting TEST. So it does not make any meaning that you are permitting TEST, something like that. So you can use just like a weak password policy, right? Doesn't make much sense. Right. So let's go away from here. I'm expecting it to load up something. If you can find this particular directory, then I will know that they are in hot soup. Does not still found it. But anyways, let's go there. Let's check it manually and see. So we can say let's do .csv/csv. I mean caps lock. Whoops, not found. Wow, that's funny. That's interesting at the same time. So it means this guy does not have. Did I just say CSV? Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. It should be CVS, not CSV. CVS. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see entries. Let's see what do we have here. Arch. Let's check out routes. I've downloaded the file. Let's check out what we have here. I don't really know, but then you see, um, stuff like this should not just be kept on the outside. That anybody, you look at now, I didn't even have to log in. So anywhere I am, I don't have to log in. I can access all these files. It's not actually pro. Huh. So let's close this one and let's focus on the site now. Now, I'm sure we know that. Just as if we don't know the password, the username and the password. I'm sure we know that if we want to remember that exercise we did the other day on brute forcing using a dictionary attack. If we want to use dictionary attack, and let's assume we don't know this. We don't know this. If we want to use dictionary attack, let's press it first. TST test and test. Then we log in. You can see it already entered. No 2FA, no multi-factor authentication. Right. So what insight is this one telling us? Telling us that if we peradventure perform brute forcing or dictionary listing for this website, the moment we are successful with the test and the test, we already get the what? We already in. We are successful. The attack is successful. So now, what's the recommendation for that? That's implementing what? Multi-factor authentication. That is after entering. There should be another security posture. I don't know if that makes any sense. Because if you want to show me this now, you can just go to your Bob suit. Go to your Bob suit. Input field for this. You know how to set the payload now. Set the payload for this username. Then for the password, provide dictionary list. It's going to run the stuff through all this. And the moment in your dictionary it has matched test against test, it's going to log you in. There's no other mechanism, security mechanism that will block it. So that's another vulnerability and a lot more of them. So we're going to end this session now and leave open the room for question and answer. Let me